this week, frankly, it's kind of boring. There wasn't really a whole lot going on in the market. And, what we're seeing from ADA right now is the same thing we're seeing across most of the space. ADA ended up dropping about 3% on the week, about 3% on the week. BTC dropped about 2.7% of the week. So we're just kind of stuck following what everything else is doing right now. And that's okay. All right. Haven't seen our big decorrelation yet. That time is still coming. Some assets are starting to decorrelate. So the signs are there for this big start to alt season, right? But what's interesting is that this week had two different trends going on from two different entities. Retail has been doing a little bit of selling. Retail, frankly, is getting a little bit restless, right? When we get up to some of these ranges, retail's like, I don't know, it's looking a little toppy. So they start to liquidate their bags. You start to see short positions, opened. Same thing for ADA. ADA made its pump, it kind of retraced back down, people getting a little restless, and that's fine, right? People can always do what they want. But what's happening with institutional money is they're actually on the buy. Now, this was kind of a tempered week in terms of flows, which makes sense. Monday was a holiday, and weeks of holidays tend to be a little bit light on activity. And what we saw was actually about $160 million worth of inflows when it comes to institutional money. So inflows nonetheless. They've been on the buy. Now, what sucks is Grayscale's obviously gone back to selling. Bunch of jerks. Not sure why they're doing that, if they have some more creditors to pay off or whatever. But overall, we're seeing big inflows take place. What's kind of interesting about this that I just noticed actually is that if you exclude the $17.9 billion in outflows from Grayscale, there has now been over $30 billion worth of accumulation from these spot Bitcoin ETF entities, which is a huge amount, far surpassing expectations for this year, which is only going to magnify as we get deeper into the year and there's more spot ETF products launched. And I'm curious to see what it's going to do in terms of Ethereum spot ETFs, but that's neither here nor there. So we're seeing these two competing groups of people now. You have retail competing with institutional money, trying to push the market in opposite directions. And what we're seeing again, like I mentioned, is people are trying to push the market down. We have this heavy short presence above here in terms of Bitcoin. You guys can see up around this, 72 to 74K level. Big short presence. Obviously, we haven't gotten to those ranges in quite some time here. So they're just kind of sitting on their positions, waiting to see apparently if they're going to get liquidated or not. And at some point they probably will, or they're going to close their positions, which is further movement to the upside. And down below here, you have a little bit of long leverage filling in here. Okay. And what you'll see is in the middle here, the reason that things have gotten boring is nobody's really making that push one way or the other, which is fine. Sometimes you'll get those points where one group tries to make an unnatural push and they get liquidated the opposite way. We've seen it happen with shorts. We've seen it happen with longs. All right. Right here, for example, you saw this short leverage fill in on top here, and then boom, they got liquidated to the upside. We've seen it before. I can't really see any on here. Well, kind of right back in here, but long leverage filled in and they got liquidated to the downside. And right now, everybody's just kind of tiptoeing on the edge. Nobody wants to make a move one way or the other, which is actually giving us kind of this boring chop in the market. And that's fine. I'm okay with chop. It's more time to accumulate because we know what times are coming. Eventually, we're going to be working our way into some of these short positions. Institutional money is going to continue buying, right? All the signs are there for this next big move in the market. It's all a question of when. And right now, the date's creeping up on us. We don't know the exact date. We don't know when the exact move is going to happen, but that is when ADA is in fact going to start to take off. We're still looking good here. We're still setting up higher lows, which is a great sign. I'd like these higher lows to be higher than where they're at currently. Right now, we actually bounced off of this 44.50 level, which is great. Okay. But I want to see us take this next leg very soon. So I just wanted to share that with everyone. Very interesting stuff going on, very interesting shuffle in market dynamics, but I'd love to hear your thoughts about where we're going from here. I know the bears will come out and say what they say, but I appreciate you guys as always. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.